Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them.
Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Captain Gogurt. That's what I'm going to dub myself on this YouTube channel. I have my description of what I am and what I do on this YouTube channel in my YouTube description. But in today's video, I'm bringing you guys a review. You can see in the background, this is my first video. We have a collection of airsoft apparel, weapons, things like that. Airsoft pew-pews, to be more specific. I don't know what YouTube's guidelines are with that kind of stuff. But today, in today's video, I'm bringing us the MP7 and the P226 by Sauser. It's a bundle of two pew-pews, two of them, and it's a $40 deal. For $40 for two pew-pews, that's a pretty good price. You know, like I have some other pew-pews and things like that that are around that $40 price mark, and that's like, for example, we have this, I believe, don't butcher me in the comments, but I believe a Kalashnikov AK, I believe it's called, but this retails for about $40, so getting two pew-pews for the price of one pew-pew. So to say that I was shocked when I saw this listing on Amazon for about $42, I'll put the link in the description below of where I purchased these two pew-pews. I had to purchase it and review it. So without further ado, let's crack open into this box and let's see what's inside. We'll review the actual unboxing. We took the tape off already of the box, so let's crack it open and see what we got. First thing that you're going to see when you get this, you get a little what looks like warranty and safety guide from Sauser. Pretty nice, pretty nice. But you know, we're not in this for any kind of paperwork, nothing like that, so we're gonna throw that to the side. Opening the first thing, I'm gonna see we got what appears to be the side arm, the side pew-pew. Just gonna kind of pull it out of there. Pretty nice looking pew-pew, if I do say so myself. Let's put that to the side, get a closer look. We're actually going to put on the flash for these for you guys so you can see them better in detail. There we go. I hope that gives you guys a better view in general. But here is the SIG P226. I believe that this is the mag eject. And it actually pops out, which is really nice. There's some other airsoft pew-pews, sidearms, pistols, that when you press the mag release, they kind of just stay in there. You got to kind of rip them out. This one, though, as you can see when you push it, kind of just shoots out, which is nice. And what I noticed, has a reserve, which is even nicer. So that means this sidearm, this side pew-pew, can have quite a bit of ammo in there. But besides that, you got a safety right here on the side. So up, I'm assuming, is fire, yep. And down is safety, which the trigger you can still pull on safety, but for example, you cock it, it won't fire. But if you have the safety off, you cock it, then it will fire. So, yeah, and it's made out of some pretty decent plastic. It's got a functioning hammer, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty decent quality. You know, it's not some cheap Chinese plastic, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, so we'll take a closer look at it in a second, but let's get into the other contents of the box. This is the MP7 in all of its glory. We can see right here, which I believe is the stock, adjustable stock, which is pretty nice. We'll have to attach it to the pew-pew. We'll put it to the side for now. Right here, I believe, yep, is the magazine, which is a pretty decent capacity magazine, and the feel of this, just like the pew-pew, the small one, the plastic, is not cheap Chinese plastic. It's like this really tough, good plastic. I don't know the name of it. I'm not going to try to butcher it and make myself look stupid, but it's pretty good, durable plastic is what it feels like. Once again, we'll put that to the side and get to the main attraction. Okay, there's nothing else in the box. I'm actually really surprised that it didn't come with any BBs. Usually when you purchase an airsoft pew-pew, it comes with BBs. This one, though, appears that it did not. So we're going to put the box to the side. This is the MP7 in its glory. As you take it out of the box, you have an ambidextrous safety switch. which corresponds to the other side, as you can see. Pretty nice. Has a charging handle up here, which is pretty nice. Actually pretty tough too. Has the magwell here, pretty big magwell, and 4 Picatinny rails, one on the top for your primary sights, one on the bottom for a foregrip or a laser, and then 2 on the sides for lasers, flashlights, any attachments you would wish. And then it also has a back one, but I'm assuming that's just for the collapsible stock. So let's get that on there, just like so. Then we can collapse the thing, and there's the MP7 in its full glory. Once you put,
let it out.
Drop the magazine. Let me grab that. Once you have the magazine, you can throw it in the gun, and boom, there is the MPX in its full glory. You can also expand the stock to a few different modes. It has one mode, which is the longest, pretty decently long. When I shoulder the pew-pew, it's not bad, not at all. The charging handle on it is pretty strong and is pretty loud. Overall, though, feels pretty sturdy. You know, the collapsible stock is definitely a nice feature. There's the second mode, and then the third mode, which is the smallest. I can see somebody in a CQB running this thing, but honestly, it doesn't seem like anything too crazy. Kind of just seems like a Springer M4 that's been downsized. But overall, built pretty well. I actually really like the mag release. The mag release, even though it's small, it's very comfortable. So yeah, let's get into the firing test of both of these pew-pews, let you guys see them, and then I'll go over an overall review of both of these, and then out of 10 what I think of them and if I would recommend them. Okay, so we will start with the bigger one out of the two, just because I know you guys are going to want to see it and get it out of the way. There's an overall look of the MPX, very nice. And to load the MPX is very simple, just like most Springers. You take this little tab here on the side of the mag, pull it down once you have some BBs in there, once you load it into the reserve part, and you just shake it. Once you shake it, you'll get some ammo in there, some rounds in there, as you can see. Then you can go ahead and throw it in, prime the charging handle on the back here, and then it's ready to fire. As you can see, it's a hard hitter, I'm not going to lie, it's decently hard hitting. But it is very uncomfortable because it is a more compact version, essentially, of a Springer M4. And already with a Springer M4 having the charging handle up here, I actually have one I'll show in comparison in a second. But it's very uncomfortable having it small and having to do that because you're all cramped up trying to do it. On a bigger M4 where your arms are more spread out, you have more room to pull back when you're firing. This one, though, I don't know if I like it. I mean, for some people, maybe, but it's also not as comfortable. It has this little plastic piece here that keeps on hitting my finger, and I'm even wearing gloves, and it's uncomfortable. So, would I recommend this one over a Springer M4? It is cheaper. Don't get me wrong, it's cheaper, and especially cheaper for 2 pew-pews, but I'm not gonna lie, the more I shoot it, the more I'm kind of just like, I'd rather just have a Springer M4. So not a bad airsoft gun, I wouldn't say. Not the most comfortable thing in the world, but I think that if there are ways to go around it. Like, I believe if you genuinely were to take off the stock and just run it like this, I feel like that would be a lot more comfortable. Like, genuinely a lot more comfortable. And I would not even have this as a primary. I'd have this, like, on my side while I have, like, a marksman rifle or, something like that. Maybe even a shotgun. Maybe, but if you have a shotgun, you don't really need this thing. Let's get into the pistol, though. So, unlike the MPX, the SIG P223 sidearm, the pistol that comes in this kit for $41, I actually think this is where the kit shines. So, you get the MPX, don't get me wrong, cool looking pew-pew, but this is where the money is, in my opinion. Already, like we mentioned before, with the moving hammer, not just with it being able to move, though, with it being able to lock down in place and then pulling the trigger and it being able to move, I think that's really, really cool. I just think that that's a really cool feature. I don't think that that's something you see on a lot of cheap springers anymore or anything like that. And another thing too is the fact it has reserve, so you load BBs into there, and then you shake it just like on the magazine on the MPX, and you get more BBs. So it's not a bad pistol, and it's made with pretty good quality. You know, it snaps in, hold the rack. Let's fire it now. And just like you can see, shoots out. Really solid, really, really solid. I would use this on a field. I would not hesitate to recommend this to somebody. I believe on some websites you can buy this separate from the MPX, but if you're getting the kit, I would look forward to this pistol. It's not a bad pistol by any means. It's, if you've ever had the like the Sig Walter, or the Sig Walters or things like that, or the Walter PPQs, those are very, very similar to how this pistol feels, even though this one feels a lot higher quality because of that moving hammer. You guys can see, we'll get a close-up. Now it's not wanting to move. Okay, maybe that's a downfall. Maybe we just saw the first downfall. So the hammer does move, but it is not wanting to lock into place now. So maybe a first break. We'll have an update in a few weeks, and we'll talk about them in a few weeks, a little update video on them. But still a really, really cool pistol. I like this one. Let's gather both the guns up, or both the pew-pews up, I should say, for YouTube. And let's give an overall review, what we think of the bundle for $41. So now as the question sits, where do I stand about this bundle? Is this bundle something I should pick up? Is this bundle worth $41? And to answer that question, yes, it's worth $41. For $41, it's going to be harder to find something unique like this. You know, usually for this price range, when you're getting a kit with 2 pew-pews in it, you're going to get something that relatively resembles something like this, like a Springer M4. Now, the Springer M4, in my opinion, I actually really like. I find it a lot more comfortable than the MPX, but I give this kit, this like little dual kit, I give it extra bonus points because it's unique. You don't see an MPX in Airsoft a lot. You don't. And the P226 is a really good complementary pistol. Usually when you get these kits, you'll get a Springer M4 like this, not with the scope, I've thrown the scope on myself, and then you'll get something like a cheap Springer 1911 with it. YouTube, not real firearms, these are just reenactments, these are just replicas. But this is like what you would get for about $50 with anywhere else. Pretty basic though, it's pretty much a copy and paste, and actually primes the exact same way, just a lot more comfortable. So would I recommend this kit? Yes, if you want something unique, you know, if you're not weak though, I'm gonna say something, and please nobody take offense to this, it's just honesty. It has a very strong spring in there, so when you go to prime it, it gets fatiguing. I don't recommend it for somebody who's just getting into Airsoft, or somebody who doesn't have a lot of upper body strength. I'd more so recommend getting an M4, because they're so easy to prime back, and then to fire, and then to rapid fire at the same time with Springers. People in the Airsoft community will really crap on Springers and talk a lot of crap about them, but they're not bad if you know how to use them correctly. You can have a lot of fun. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on Airsoft to have fun, let me just say that. But would I recommend this kit over an M4 kit? No, no. Now, the pistol, yes, the pistol is a lot nicer than the kind of pistols you would get out of these other Springer kits. But it doesn't justify $41 when you could take $50, add another $9 to that, just pick up an M4 kit. You'll get a Springer M4, a cheap, you know, sidearm pistol, but it doesn't matter, get it for the M4. Like, I picked up this one. This is the Elite Renegade M4 Carbine by Gameface. It's not a bad rifle at all. It has served me very well. I've thrown on a little recon sight on there. Not bad at all. Has an adjustable stock, has a little secret storage spot for storage, like I just said, in the back of the stock here. Has plenty of Picatinny rails, sling mounts, things like that. It has a good mag capacity and doesn't jam a lot. So I would recommend this kit if you're looking for something more unique than just the basic M4 kits you see in Airsoft. Besides that, I don't really recommend it unless you're somebody like me who's very big into collecting these kinds of things. So for $41, I would in general give it a 3.5 out of 10. Because for what it is, it does well. But what it is not something too spectacular. It kind of just looks cool. I'd much rather somebody pick up one of these. They'll have a lot more fun. They'll do a lot better. They won't be fatigued, and they'll more likely want to go and, play another game of Airsoft after, especially if it's their first time. So, in conclusion, I would recommend this kit for somebody if you, like I said, are looking for something unique and different from the Springer M4 platform. That pretty much concludes my video, though, for today. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want similar videos to this, because as you can see, we have plenty of different, Airsoft pew-pews that we can review. I actually have a video that I plan on releasing tomorrow on that pew-pew right there. I think they call it a G12 by UK Arms, and I know, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I'll put in a clip right here by credits. I'll give credits to him in the description, but I'm gonna clip in a literal clip right here from my childhood of how I see UK Arms, and I'm gonna put it in right now. Here.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh god, this thing smelled so awful. It smelled worse than garbage left out for months. I felt so sick during and after this review. I had this splitting headache that just didn't go away until I woke up the
So having that in mind, yes, it is made by UK Arms, but I promise you, when that video gets dropped tomorrow, it's going to be a really cool video. I'm actually really shocked. I've already reviewed it. I just have to edit the video, but UK Arms did pretty good on it. They call it a G12, but it's the Mauser, so I think you guys will like that video. But once again, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope that, somebody got some kind of information out of this video. And, hopefully, if you're on the verge of picking up this kit from Amazon or something like that, you see the price, you can maybe now see if you want to purchase it or not. If you have any other questions about this particular kit, let me know down in the comments. I'll make another video, or I'll address it in the comments, whatever your question is. And, yeah, until next time, Captain Gogurt is out.